Hi, I'm Dr. Alan Widener from MassageChairRelief.com, and today we're going to discuss a new phenomenon in massage chairs, split tracks or hinged tracks. You're all familiar with S tracks, which means that the rollers go down the back and follow the S shape of the spine down to the low back. That's an S track chair. Then you've got the L track or SL track, which has the S shape track coming down your back and then going underneath your seat to give you the L shape, the L track, so the rollers massage your glutes, your butt muscles. And then we had what we call a J track, the roller track coming down in the S shape of the spine, and rather than going directly under the down at a sharper angle, and that is, a wider angle, and that is what we call a J track. And now they've come out with an L track variant called, there's two variants right now, and it's new, so we'll probably see more of these things coming out down the road. But the Daiwa Supreme Hybrid first came out with what they call a split L track. So the rollers come down the back, follow the S shape of the spine, and instead of continuing on underneath the seat, they have created two different roller tracks, one for the upper part of the track and one for the seat. So they're two separate roller tracks. Now the one on the bottom on the hybrid, this also applies to the Infinity Circadian. It has quad rollers on the on the seat. And then on the upper back, it has dual rollers that go up and down the back, from the neck down to the low back. Separate roller tracks. And the advantage of that is that on a regular L track, you cannot flatten out the L track to get a good stretch. The S track chairs, you can flatten out the chair back independent of the seat. And so you can flatten the chair out and get a full body extension stretch. You can't do that on an L track, because an L track is always going to be in the shape of an L. So you're never going to be able to flatten that spine out completely. That's why they came out with a J track. The J track, it was a bigger angle, so the legs came down a little bit more when it flattened out, so you got a little bit better stretch. But now these new models, these new hybrid type models of the S and the L, they allow your body to go flat and give you a full body stretch like an S track. And that is the appeal of these chairs. So I just mentioned to you the dual track or the split track of the Daiwa Supreme Hybrid and the Infinity Circadian. And now Luraco has come out with a brand new chair called the i9, which has a hinged track. So rather than having two separate tracks, one for the back and one for the butt, it has one roller track like a regular L track, but there's a hinge right at the crux or the angle of where the upper part of the rollers and the lower part of the rollers meet. And that hinge when you do the full body stretch on this chair, that L track will now have a hinge that splits. And it's literally a hinge that allows the track to flatten out. And that gives you the benefit of the S track as well, the S track stretch. So you've got the split track or the two track system, or now you have the hinge track. So that is a relatively new phenomenon in our industry. And like I say, we're going to see more and more of it. This is 2021, the tail end of 2021. And I suspect in the year or years to come, we're going to see some other variants of that, because it is very effective. Daiwa calls this chair a hybrid because it gives you both the benefits of the L track and the S track stretch. So you get the butt rollers, but you also get an S track stretch, which you could not get on an L track prior to this chair coming out. And again, Luraco has come out with the i9 with a different configuration of the technology. Again, rather than having two tracks, it's got a hinge that splits the track in two, but it hinges together so it'll flatten out and still give you an S track stretch. So that is the new split track, hinge track, dual track, whatever you want to call it, but this is a relatively new phenomenon. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please feel free to thumbs up, like us on our YouTube channel, and of course help us spread the word about massage chairs by sharing this video or any of our videos with your family and friends on your various and sundry social media platforms. Again, I'm Dr. Alan Widener from MassageChairRelief.com, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.